Good morning, everybody. Shane Laws of Victory Electric. Happy Friday. Hope all is well with you and your families. It's a little rainy outside, but we'll take it. Clearly, it's been pretty dry. But I did want to get back with our Victory family members out there to talk about an update on our extreme winter weather event that we had, and I believe that started about February 15th. I know that many of you have been concerned, and rightfully so, about the impact to your homes and or businesses on the bill and what that event means for you. And so I apologize for the wait. We've had some issues in our world. When we get the power bill, there are some settlement issues that take some time over the month, and that's what we've been waiting on. But we finally got the final numbers. And so to put it into perspective, that 1 week event accounted for about $14.8 million more for Victory on the wholesale power bill. That is a huge number. And this past Monday, the board and I, we had a special call board meeting to discuss how we wanted to handle that. And so one of the things that I do want to talk about, we have plans on March 29th at 6 p.m. here at the Victory offices. So depending upon the crowd size, for those of you, if you want to come up and ask questions about the event, would be fine. We'd love to have you. But we're going to have to do essentially a rate meeting to talk about a proposed rate rider that gives us the ability to collect that large sum of dollars over several months. And so we'll have an open meeting about that, question and answer session with the membership for those of you who attend, and then we'll have a special call board meeting at that event as well to vote on whether or not we implement that. Now, my guess is everybody will be in favor of that, and the reason I say that is because the current ECA tariff, or the Energy Cost Adjustment Tariff, and that's for any fluctuations in fuel cost every month, only allows us the ability to collect those charges in the month that they were incurred. We don't at all want to do something like that, so that's why we're going to put into play or ask the membership for questions, and the board will vote on it to put into effect this rider, and it's an extreme weather event recovery rider. And the board has proposed that we would collect those dollars over a 24-month period. You'll see here in just a second, we'll put up an example, or even right now, put up an example of what the bill will look like. And your sample bill, this sample bill will show current month energy charges, and there's several line items down through there. And you'll see one in particular, it's highlighted in orange. It's called Extraordinary Event Recovery, and then the related cost associated with that. Over to the right of that, you'll see another section called Account Summary. And down there in orange, you'll see where it talks about the February 2021 Extraordinary Event Recovery balance, and it'll show the balance as it is currently, and then how many installments are left within that particular charge. And one of the things that we've found, fortunately, is that on the average residential, and let me qualify that, that's the average residential bill, the impact was about $300 more. So if you spread that out over 24 months, you're talking about $12.50 a month. Again, we never like to have to add additional charges. This is an extreme weather event that we couldn't have predicted. But one thing that I am proud of, and I will share this with you, is that had we not been planning, and had Sunflower not been in a position with the Holcomb Station, the coal plant over in Holcomb, Kansas, just west of us, it could have been a lot worse. And the back of the napkin calculation, had we not had and been hedged with the Holcomb Station, we could have seen an additional $11 or $12 million on top of the 14.8 that I mentioned earlier. So we're very proud of that. The impact was lessened on you, our membership. And it's interesting, a lot of people have asked, well, what about the wind, and did you have any other sources of power? And one of the things that we learned was that the wind, as well as I do, the wind didn't blow. But even if it had, those wind turbines have automatic shutoffs at 5 degrees Fahrenheit or below, so they weren't turning at all. and that's a safety mechanism that they have built into them. When you get those extreme weather temperatures, those units are not designed to run. So we didn't have the wind resource. On a typical month, we're hedged, and the only exposure we have on a normal month, and I say we, Sunflower Electric, we're exposed about 11% to the market, spot prices of energy, okay? In this particular weather event, we were exposed about 34%, but still, even with that, our Holcomb coal plant made a huge difference and was definitely in our favor. So, but again, I wanted to touch base, make sure that you were aware of what the average impact was. We want to spread it out over 24 months. March 29th, 6 p.m. here at the Victory facilities, and depending upon the crowd size, we'll determine where we have everybody meet. But we might meet out in the warehouse area, so you can still social distance if you'd like, and accommodate everybody. We'll have an opportunity looking at maybe doing a slideshow to kind of talk about the weather events and the things that we saw happen, and then have the Q&A, and then again a special call board meeting to vote on making that change so we can recover those dollars over the 24-month period. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. You'll be seeing some information. We're sending out a notification in the mail today. You should be getting that, announcing that meeting. That's the official notice per the state statutes and the requirements that we're, that we're to follow. And, we'll get that out, and then you'll see some stuff, information on our website. There'll be some videos if you have further questions, but don't hesitate to call or stop by. One of the things I definitely need to talk to you about is as you get your bills and you say, for instance, if you see this $300 charge and you want to, instead of waiting for 24 months to pay it off, if you want to pay it off all at once, we ask that you call our office and we'll make sure that we get that done. The reason why we're asking you to call is the way that the billing system is set up. If you just on your own would pay that extra $300 one time in your monthly bill, it'll show up as a credit, and what we don't want it to show up as a credit on your bill. We want to make sure it actually applies to that extreme weather event. So give us a call. We can make sure that gets taken care of. But if I don't hear from you between now and the 29th, I hope you're doing well, your families are safe, and as always, thank you for your patience. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you. Take care.